physical, aggressive defense of Texas under Vic Schaefer, and something's got to give.
Should be a heck of a matchup as we're about to get underway between the Longhorns and the Sooners here from the Moody Center. Texas winning the opening tip. The Longhorns averaging 77 points per game this year, 31st best in the nation. And Gaston gets them on the board.
She's coming off that double-double, her second of the year in their win in Waco. 13 points, 11 rebounds in that game.
Oklahoma, as you mentioned, Brenda, lethal offensively, 87 points per game. Maddie Williams with the miss from outside. Out of bounds, Texas ball.
So we're going to keep an eye on who is defending Maddie Williams, and to start, Hattie Fye has that responsibility. That's a lot of responsibility for the junior.
Vic Schaefer was still deciding whether to start Fye or Taylor Jones. Fye's been in foul trouble in Big 12 play, averaging nearly 4 fouls per contest, again, in conference play. Shaylee Gonzales, that one got deflected. Oklahoma back the other way. Nevaeh Tot pushing the pace, and that one out of bounds off Williams.
And that's good hustle by Gaston, because she was stride for stride with Maddie Williams, and you could see by being there.
Here is Rori Harmon again, left their last game against Baylor with about 3.5 minutes to go. It did not look good, but looking fine early on here. Texas up by 4 early.
To see her smile, to talk about how hard she had worked in the training room to really get back to the court. She was ready.
Nevaeh gives it up to Maddie Williams. That's a Liz Scott. One of the 4 seniors in this veteran starting lineup. She goes glass and misses, but there's Williams with the putback.
And the double team came on the drive because they couldn't contain the drive.
Shaylee Gonzales to her right has that one stripped by Yanusa. Texas regains control. Sonya Morris gives it up to Gaston, trying to find some space in the paint. Nowhere to go, but finds a cutting Shaylee Gonzales. And Gonzales steals it. Pulls up in front of Williams, dishes it off to Harmon in the paint, and Texas flying early, up by 6.
And that full court pressure bothering Oklahoma here in the early moments. Gonzales is so sneaky. It was just a poor pass, really, from Maddie Williams to Ana Yanusa that she was able to step in and pick off, as they will be opportunistic and be there if you make an errant pass, if you put the ball in front of them with the dribble.
Great pass down low to Maddie Williams, but can't get it to go. Out of bounds off Oklahoma.
What a great crowd tonight. You can feel Texas feeding off the energy of this crowd. They have come with a lot of energy, building off the momentum that win in Waco this weekend.
Texas 4 for 4 from the field. Oklahoma 1 for 5. Texas nearly threw it away. Speedy Top tried to intercept that one. Instead, it's Gaston, and Texas out to the 10-2 lead.
Vic Schaefer told this team today at shoot-around, do not settle for bad shots. They have hunted good shots here in the opening minutes.
Williams being pounded by Amina Mohammed, who's in the game. Another turnover forced by Texas. Gonzales to Gaston, going glass, and the Longhorns up by 10. Timeout in Austin.
A really aggressive Texas defense.
Nevaeh Todd. Morris goes for it. There's another turnover. Gonzales racing down the floor. Maddie Williams hustling back on defense for Oklahoma.
Again, kind of sloppy play for Oklahoma. Nevaeh Tot, the ball just got away from her. Texas took advantage.
8 of Texas's 12 points have come in the paint. Keep in mind, Oklahoma only has 1 starter taller than 6 feet tall, and none taller than 6'2". But the Longhorns threw that one away.
Oklahoma can't find any options right now.
Oklahoma has put in Beatriz Culleton, the 6'3" Sooner, for some added length, as Maddie Williams with bucket number 2 for the Sooners.
She has such a calming presence in so many ways for Oklahoma. She just rises up there, makes a very tough shot that might give Oklahoma a chance to kind of catch their breath here.
She's traditionally fared very well against Texas, scoring at least 16 and 7 of 8 There is Sonya Morris answering right back for the Longhorns.
Texas
And Oklahoma
steal.
throws that one away. Yep, another turnover. Harmon trying to slice through the D. They gave it right back. Oklahoma with numbers 2-on-1. The pass over to Robertson. Got it! Taylor Robertson now one away from tying the NCAA D1 all-time record.
And Ana Llanusa on a 2-on-1 break. There's no other team in the country that's going to do what they just did. Taylor Robertson flares out and fades out to three-point range. You have to respect Ana Llanusa's speed. Instead, she kicks to the three-point shooter.
Texas goes back to the paint, and drawing the foul is Amina Mohammed.
Not making a ball fake, or it's hard for Oklahoma to even breathe at this point.
Texas makes a lot of teams uncomfortable defensively. The Longhorns have held 18 of their 20 opponents this year below their season scoring average. Fires it down low to Liz Scott. Hounded by Gaston. Another turnover forced by Texas.
Really good defense by Gaston, not even allowing Scott to pivot and face the basket.
Well, Shaylee Gonzales is feeling it right now.
She got a rhythm early by getting some easy, high-percentage shots.
Robertson, and she has tied the all-time record. 497 career three-pointers.
She makes it look so easy. She's so smooth in her release. She gets her feet set, and it's kind of quieted the crowd just a little bit. Back-to-back threes. Again,
sitting on 497, and her team back within 7. Less than 3 to play in the first. Muhammad altering that one. And a foul as Gaston went down.
You just hold your breath anytime you see somebody go down, and it's actually kind of away from the action. Gaston was trying to avoid the contact there and just seemed to get tripped up. She's going to go off the court right now.
Gonzales from the corner. And there's her first miss of the night. Nevaeh Tot poked by Gonzales. Sends it over to Kennedy Tucker. Pump fake. Comes up short. Battling down low and getting the bucket is Kirsten Johnson.
Critical offensive rebound. Oklahoma has strung together some positive offensive possessions.
Swatting that one away from Taylor Jones is the freshman Johnson. So Oklahoma going to their bench early with these tall young players getting crucial minutes. The pass and the foul. The foul on Amina Mohammed, bringing some length off the bench and answering with an 8-0 run. They are within 2 after Texas was up by 10 early. Morris from the corner, she connects. Yeah, the Sooners third in offense, but 339th in the nation in defense, allowing 75 points per game. Van down low, spinning around Muhammad and gets it to fall. Skylar Van Harmon racing through the defense and was fouled. She'll head to the line with just under 30 to go, makes the first. Texas 2 for 3 from the free throw line in the opening quarter. Make it 2 for 4. Shot clock is off. Nevaeh Tot, the junior, surveying the defense. Tot gives it up to Robertson. Van, pocket 5, makes the move to her right, passes it off from the corner, it is good, Kennedy Tucker, and we are tied after 1. What a quarter.
What a burst by Texas. By Sonya Morris. Morris lost track of Tucker, but Kennedy has only made 4 three-pointers all year, so it's actually a good move.
Texas winning by 15, 78-63. But dropping the other by 2, 65-63. Harmon with the shot clock at 2. Gonzales comes up with the board. She has been extremely active early on tonight, Brenda.
She really has. She has found the holes in the Oklahoma defense to be able to get some good mid-range jumpers. She's gotten a couple of steals. She's been very active and physical tonight.
Gaston, the baseline jumper. Maddie Williams lost the handle momentarily and turned it over. Turnover number 7 forced by Texas. Harmon feeding Gaston down low and fouled by the freshman Johnson. Gaston averaging just under 12 points per contest. Right here on LHN Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central, when Texas will play host to Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Oklahoma State, J.C. Hoyt in her first year as the head coach for Oklahoma State, doing a terrific job. They've gotten some big wins.
How about Todd underneath, this speedy junior from Columbus, Ohio. Holly in the corner. Offenses have settled down here a little bit in the second quarter. Gaston.
Texas, they went to Oklahoma State. They went to Texas Tech. Those are their two Big 12 losses. And a lot of the loss, you see Texas learning from that lesson, attacking and going inside.
9-1 this year at the Moody Center. Up by 3. Turnaround jumper, no good by Van. Harmon, that one deflected out of bounds. Texas retains possession.
Even when Nevaeh talks to her mom on the phone, Jenny Baranczyk overheard her talking about her positive assist-to-turnover ratio. Not something that most daughters talk to their mothers about. But
Gaston well into double figures, up to 13 points already. Maddie Williams trying to answer right over Gaston. 6 to play in the half. And Gaston leading all scorers with 13. She's got the second best field goal percentage in the Big 12. Shot clock at 5, and Shaylee Gonzales connects. She's up to 7.
What a night so far for Gonzales. She has played so well over the last 4 games, been such a spark.
Offensive foul on the Sooners. She was named the USBWA National Player of the Week, 26 points against Kansas. Gaston with a rare miss tonight. Oklahoma back the other way. Williams finding down low Beatrice Culleton. Another talented freshman bringing length off the assist. Harmon with a miss. And batted around. Gonzales, who else? But she can't get it to fall. Taylor Robertson still sitting on 497 career threes. That'll be Hattie Fye's second foul. Played 6 minutes against Baylor and just 9 minutes on the road against Texas Tech. Culleton pulls the Sooners within 2. Longhorns shooting 60%, Oklahoma 52. Again, the Sooners in first in the Big 12. With the victory, Texas will tie Oklahoma to the top of the conference standings. Shea Holly from downtown buries it.
Good patience by the Texas offense.
Maddie Williams in the corner to Tot. This time she doesn't miss. Oklahoma averaging 9 threes per game, 10th most in the nation. Gonzales with a miss from the corner.
So now Taylor Jones is going to come in to put Fye on the bench with those 2 fouls.
The feed down low to Robertson. And got it past Jones. We are tied at 33. Harmon to Gaston. Gets a good look and buries it. Gaston.
She was out looking for the shooters. Gaston creates that little space in the short corner.
And grazed the rim. Texas back the other way. 1.5 to play in the half. Harmon misses the pull-up jumper, but there is Taylor Jones underneath. Had 10 points and 7 boards against Baylor. Whereas Jacqueline Tonda, the freshman for Texas.
This time just took it to the rim.
Unusa finally healthy this season.
And the years before that, she missed several games from injuries. It's been such a tough career, and she is such a good basketball player. You have to wonder how much better Oklahoma would have been with her in the lineup the last couple of years.
The Sooners' second leading scorer this season, less than a minute to go in the first half.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable when you look at this lineup of players. They all played for Sherry Cole, and when she retired, they could have all transferred and found somewhere else to go, but they fit so well in with Jenny Baranczyk, and then they became fifth-year or graduate students. You see a lot of graduate transfers. They all stayed.
Top with some nice moves, but with the miss, Gonzales all alone, and Shaylee Gonzales puts Texas up 40-34. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half.
Gonzales again with the hustle play. Everybody active for Texas, causing havoc on the defensive end that they can turn into points.
The crowd at the Moody Center comes to their feet. The final seconds of the first half. The feed down low to Van, gets it to go. 5 seconds to go. Texas has got to hurry. Harmon looks up, heaves one down the court, off the glass. And Texas will head into the locker room. And Oklahoma has only been held below 70 points once this year. That was in a win against Ole Miss. They still scored 69. The Sooners start off with a miss. Liz Scott couldn't get it to go. Back to 5 goes the Longhorns and 1. Couple points, couple boards in 8 minutes. And as we said, 2 fouls. And completes the 3-point play. Maddie Williams. Yanusa been quiet so far, driving to the bucket. In the last game, Yanusa became the 14th player in OU history to reach 1,500 career points.
What she's done in Big 12 games, averaging over 20 points per game. And that's coming from a variety of getting to the rim, but also her good 3-point shooting ability.
Muhammad turns it over. Turnover number 7 for the Longhorns. Yanusa trying to get past Morris. Harmon swiped at it. Another jump ball. This time Oklahoma keeps it. Only played 10 games and tore ACLs out for the season. The year before that, missed the entire season due to back surgery. Maddie Williams over Gaston.
And Maddie Williams calmly rose up and hit a jumper like that, and that started things for the Sooners.
Gaston answering.
And she is moving up now with 17.
Great battle going on between Gaston and Williams. Harmon, meanwhile, comes up with a steal. 2-on-1, back the other way. Gives it up to Gonzales.
Texas so opportunistic, taking advantage of the turnover.
And traveling called on Maddie Williams. Outscoring Oklahoma 7-4 so far in the second half. Gaston down low to Taylor Jones, spinning, and gets it to drop. Number of Sooner defenders there. Maddie Williams, quick pass down low. Oklahoma 6 for 7 from the line tonight. Trying to stay within striking distance. Johnson misses both, but Williams comes up with the board, has it knocked away by Morris.
Good quick hands by Morris. Maddie Williams was looking around for somebody to pass to.
And Sonya Morris buries the tray on the offensive end. Quickly the Sooners back the other way, Williams with the miss. Coming up with it, Aubrey Jones, the transfer from Iowa State. Texas up by 12. In the corner, Williams trying to answer, unable to. Harmon took a spill.
Texas already got that win at Baylor this weekend, and if they come home and take care of business, they put themselves in a really good position.
Taylor Jones turning around, misses, gets the board, and the putback. The lead has ballooned to 14.
Jones continues.
The team leader in blocks. There she is, turning around. Couldn't hit the jumper over Jones. Van underneath with the board. A crowd of Longhorns.
Allowing 65 points per game on the road.
And so far this year, 60 has been the magic number for Texas in that defense. They're 13-0. Pushing the pace, Sonya Morris on Aubrey Jones. Game day gets started at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern on ESPN. Meanwhile, Aubrey Jones with a miss. Oklahoma now 5.5 minutes without a field goal. Facing some stifling defense from Vic Schaefer's squad. The Sooners are 1 for 17 in this half. Texas continues to feed Taylor Jones. Draws the foul and 1.
The counters for that for Texas is to go inside to the paint. They have been good at getting the ball to the paint. 28 points in the paint so far, and Jones has been a big part of that here in the third quarter. Just taking it in, well, they haven't taken very good care of the basketball, and that's been a big part of the problem for Oklahoma.
Taylor Robertson, shot clock at 1, heaves one up. Well short, shot clock violation.
Taylor Robertson had no chance to make that three.
Texas outscoring the Sooners 18-6 in this half. When Ntanda barrels her way into Culleton, drawing the foul.
Middle of that zone defense. You know, the fact that he is holding one of the most high potent offenses in the country to just 42 points.
Final seconds of the third quarter. Shot clock again dwindling down. Robertson throws it away.
Nobody can catch a pass, and those backdoor cuts that were working earlier aren't.
Harmon picks it up, 5 on the clock. Pull up jumper, Harmon buries it.
Free her up from Jones, rises up, does what Rori Harmon does. He reminded them of players that were on the team last year that made a difference and kind of challenged them to make the difference tonight, and they have responded to that challenge.
It's paid off big time. Texas has held the third highest scoring team in the nation of 42 points on 34% shooting. And another miss from outside. Oklahoma now 4 for 14 from behind the arc. Taylor Jones colliding with Culleton, the freshman.
Looks like Culleton was ripped to the floor by Jones, but I think, did they call the foul on both of them? I think they called a double foul. And to me, that was Jones.
Taylor Jones had a big impact off the bench, double-digit points. Stifling defense by Texas. And the Sooners finally get a basket. Well, for the Sooners, not much time to rest. They'll take on a top 20 team, Iowa State, in Ames on Saturday, while Texas is back home against Oklahoma State, and everything going Texas's way.
Here in the second half, as she has gone one-on-one in the paint against the smaller Oklahoma players in this case, and Vic Schaefer loves it because he says, go to the paint. We want high percentage shots. We don't want to settle, and they have not settled tonight. They have attacked in the paint.
Jackets off, but he's still pleased.
He told his team there would be shots to be had in this Oklahoma defense.
Texas offensively on the night, shooting nearly 50%. Harmon, step for step, with the speedy top. Yanusa.
She has been taken out of what she likes to do by the Texas defense, there's no doubt. Texas has been able to stretch out this lead.
Up to 14. Her high in the Longhorns uniform this year is 21 points.
And that was the first game of the year.
This is the deepest team Vic Schaefer has had since he arrived in Austin. 5 to play now in the contest. But trailing by 20. When Ntanda.
That was an excellent pass to slice through the zone defense.
Yanusa kicked it out to Scott. And draws a foul.
You said the student attendance broke the record tonight. They're having a lot of fun tonight. They got some karaoke jam going on. There's a lot of fun going on here at Pride Night at the Moody Center.
834 fans in the student section, as you mentioned. A new Texas women's basketball student section single game attendance record. Well, Oklahoma has not been held under 60 points during the Jenny Baranczyk era. The last time it happened against Texas in February of 2020.
Long time since Oklahoma has been held below 60 points.
Liz Scott was one of the few remaining starters left on the floor. She will head to the bench. Playing the best offensive ball of her career. 4 20-point games this year.
Done her work offensively. We haven't seen her as much here in the second half because Jones has come in and worked hard inside.
We'll look at Oklahoma's starting lineup. Only one starter over 6 foot. Shea Holly. 3:20 to go in this one.
And that size disadvantage hasn't been an issue necessarily for Oklahoma because they've used it to their advantage the way they spread the court and make people defend them out on the perimeter.
Gaston gets the hand from the crowd after fouling out of this one. What a performance. Gaston, the junior, with a game-high 19 points. Again, the healthiest she has been since arriving on the 40 acres. One of the team's leading scorers this season. And turning into a leader as well vocally. Whistle and one.
Action away from the basketball. They move well to set each other up, and that's a great inbounds play. And they can generate a lot of points, but Texas can really disrupt and make it difficult. When they turn it on, when they play defense the way that Vic Schaefer wants them to play, it is so difficult to get any sort of offensive rhythm.
Dishes to Jones, bobbled, then turned over.
She's playing more at that 4 position tonight than she has this year, getting some good minutes.
2.5 to play. And back out to Johnson with a miss and a whistle.
Yeah, she came to us and talked to us during shoot-around and said that she spent a lot of time with Rosemary in the training room, came in and out of practice on Monday.
Texas holding Oklahoma to 6 points in the third quarter, 15th time this year. The Longhorns have held an opponent to single-digit scoring in a quarter.
Texas falling out of the top 25 and no Texas team being in the top 25. Vic Schaefer tried to deflect a lot of that. And he's not responsible for all the schools in Texas to be a ranked team. Yes, they had a couple of losses on the road to teams that nationally you wouldn't think they should lose to, but Texas Tech is a big rival and played really well. Oklahoma State's team is playing well, and it's tough on the road in Big 12 play.
And how much does that top 25 ranking matter at this point of the year in January?
It really doesn't matter a lot. A lot of it is the net ranking that the NCAA committee will look at. The polls are just a group of people's opinions about who are the best teams. I mean, that's what it is.
It's good for the media to talk about Texas forcing another turnover with less than a minute to play now. It's suffocating defensive performance, 24 turnovers forced. 45 seconds to go in an impressive home display by the Longhorns against their arch rival Oklahoma, and a foul on the Sooners.
Courageous performance, even with Rori Harmon being injured late in that game. A ranked opponent in Oklahoma, and so this Texas team will be heard from in the Big 12 race as we go the rest of the season.
Rori Harmon becoming the 4th Longhorn tonight to hit double figures in scoring. 10 points, 6 assists, 5 boards. Final 30 seconds on the way. Tucker out to Johnson with the miss. Oklahoma Van with the bucket.
And they're going to keep that streak going of Texas keeping teams under 59. Held below 60.
Yeah, final seconds wind down. Pleasantries exchanged between Vic Schaefer and Jenny Baranczyk. And Texas has held Oklahoma below 60 points for the first time in 3 years. Longhorns take it 78-58.